Hi everyone, this is Henry. Good morning. We're going to get ready to get the Bernanke's important speech in Jackson Hole, and he's going to start around 10 o'clock. So I'm going to be listening on it right now, and if there's anything after the speech that we'll need to focus on, we'll come back and we'll see if we can jump in on a trade. The market, obviously, we saw reaction to Bernanke's speech. A huge drop, about 70 pips on the euro dollar for the past hour, and the drop is still continuing. What we're seeing is, of course, some strength returning to the US dollar, Japanese yen, and surprisingly, the Swiss franc is weakening. I think it has some sort of support, some sort of intervention. At the same token, I think intervention also going on in Japanese yen. That's why we're seeing that the market actually push back up. It's going totally against the overall trend of a safe haven demand, because we know that's what's going on right now, safe haven demands, because Bernanke did not come out to stimulate the economy as most traders are expecting him to do it. I wouldn't be surprised to see if we can pick up, if the market would test, let's say, the 143.50 again on the euro. I wouldn't be surprised to pick it up at that level. Of course, I would be happier if we can pick it up at the 143.30, because I still believe that the market is pretty much going to be long for the euro and short for the dollar. I don't think the speech changes anything from the August 9th statement stating that the United States, the Fed, will keep rates low until 2013. I think that's still the main point that the market is looking at, and I believe we'll probably see more strength in the euro and more weakness in the dollar as we move forward. That's my take on the speech. We just got into an entry for the euro dollar. The entry was around 143.51. That was my entry, but the entry was issued when the market was roughly around the 143.70, 80 level. We're looking for entry around the 50, but since we're so close, I decided to enter it manually. We're going to use about 50 pips of stop loss, and we're going for about 80 pips of TP. Let's see if we can get either one. Right. So now we go from there. This is, of course, in response to the Bernanke's Jackson Hole speech, which is adding some risk aversion sentiment temporarily in the market. But as I said, it's temporarily. I believe the market will turn around, start down the US dollar soon. So we're getting into this trade because of that. So now we're seeing the market moving away from the 50. Let's see if we can see it bounce back above the 144 shortly. Alright guys, we're up over 35 pips. I said let's take some profit and leave the stop loss at break even and see how far it will take us. But let's go ahead and do that, knowing that this trade will never turn into a negative one, and we have booked some profit. We just hit the 80-point target. I think it's time to take profit and just close the trade and, you know, have fun and for the rest of the weekend. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that, because we could see a reversal coming up. So it's better to take your profit now. Okay, so I'm going to close my trade and call it a week. Didn't know that we're going to get this here so soon, but I think it's better to take your profit now. All right, so I'll see you guys later, and have a good weekend. All right, that's it. Thank you. Bye-bye.